Oh yeah, that's UC.
Crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale. Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps. Good. Report back here when the matter's resolved. According to the patron, the ring is valuable, but if I had to guess, not for sentimental reasons. Normally, when someone loses a valuable keepsake, they're heartbroken. The way this guy was acting, it's almost as if he lost a wallet full of creds. A restaurant over in the residential district caters to a very fancy clientele. It's the kind of place where forks come in different sizes, depending on the food. It's a lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlantis is the safest city in the settled systems. How hard could your job be? Well, safety doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people. See you later.
All of our signature dishes are unique to the Roost. You won't find it. I do hope you are enjoying your time in New Atlantis.
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio had been dining here together for quite some time. So it was surprising to see them at each other's throats. Well, the one who stayed with UC Security, Octavio, is a shorter man, handsome and refined. His favorite menu item is the Saint, I believe. The other, Hugo Fournier, is a tall, slender gentleman with a French accent. Excellent tipper, well-mannered, but a bit hot-tempered. I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC Security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Last minute check. Breath?
Check.
Shower? Hair?
Check and double check.
Lucky shed.
Oh,
You've never let me down.
Octavio, that
You
liar,
are
that
ready for some
manipulator,
shot
that,
and
that...
awe, girlfriend. He wants know what's hit him.
Yes, the man who... Wait, what? He's accusing me of theft? The nerve of that Lothario! 5 years we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that waiter! It was supposed to be a romantic dinner, our last before we pledged our lives to each other. But an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? I was livid! Still, I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us, then I went off! He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return. I'm glad you could see reason. This ring is going to fund a very long vacation across the settled systems. Maybe I'll even take pictures.
How can I help you, Captain? Ah, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back? Ugh. Really? I should have known this was a waste of time the moment I laid eyes on that drunk. That's on me. Without saying names, there are some people in this city who treat us like their personal security service. But you know how it goes. Sometimes we protect, other times we serve. Here, take this.
Hi. How you doing? I think I got it.
It's good to be home, right? Okay. Scan me. Best way to get all this Martian sand and dust off you is to use powdered talc. Brush it off.
Living in the ground or caves has been a classic human maneuver since our species branched off.
Stay away from the sixth circle unless you're a minor.
Sidonia may be rough around the edges, but it is utterly monumental for humanity.
We got lots of stuff. Just ask. Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out. Cool. That's what we do here. Yo, stay good out there.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
We all want. Enhance offers many services such as tummy tucks and rhinoplasty. I'd rather do that than reconstructive surgery from mining accidents. Be safe. Nothing's ever easy here. There's never a slow day. Goodbye.
Deluxe condos aren't anything special, but plenty of people call them home.
Hello. Do you have business with Governor Hurst? Oh my. In that case, please go right ahead. He's not busy at the moment. You're very welcome.
Sidonia's not so bad. Honest work, good pay. I can't complain.
I couldn't be prouder than to govern the UC's first major space colony. Ah, hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but what can I do for you? I can answer your general questions about Sidonia, but nothing venturing into politics. Sorry, but it's my strict policy that I only speak with select members of the press and major political donors who are serious about making changes for the future prosperity of Mars. I'm sorry, I can't, but if you have any other questions about Sidonia, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I should get back to what I was doing. Standard protections from the media and anyone who would go to them. I'm sure you understand. Well, I've been appointed governor, going on 20 years now, I believe. Every day, I am passionate about serving the hard-working people of Mars. I look out for their interests, I support their prosperity, and in return, they help make the United Colonies a shining beacon of hope for humanity. If you ask me, there's nothing better than that. That's cute, but not enough. If you're not sure how much, you probably can't afford it, and at this point, I'm not sure I'd accept it from you. That's cute, but not enough. Sidonia's not much of a tourist destination, unless you're interested in humanity's first major colony outside of Earth. But if you're not here for work, and you're looking to kill some time, I'm told the Martians are beautiful scenery, assuming you like shades of red. If you're looking to kick back after that and experience Martian nightlife, the Broken's... You mean besides being the most important city of industry to our proliferation? Well, this is the home of Deimos Star Yards, which perfected grav drive technology. And to this day, our mines and manufacturing are instrumental in delivering resources. We may not outshine fancier cities like New Atlantis on its surface, but without Sidonia, there would be no. Considering I don't really know you, I'm not sure how to answer that. But Sidonia, if you have mining experience, you may wish to check with whoever the current Deimos mine, or maybe check with the Deimos Star Yard corporate office. If those aren't your speed, then there are a number of local businesses that are always looking for help. Sorry, we have to cut this conversation short.
good old Deimos Staryard. You won't find anything flashy here, but it'll get you where you need to go.
Do you? Sometimes I feel like these mines just run themselves. It's amazing how smoothly our mining operations run with me in charge. I can't recall the last time we've had any major issues. I'm a bit busy at the moment. Lots of business operations to operate.
Mars is ripe with resources, which means there's always going to be plenty.
Got a minute to chat? Maybe a few minutes. Probably not hours. No guarantees.
Hey, I haven't seen you around here. Best not be looking for trouble, right? I've seen some karate videos. Hey, who are you? Nice to meet you. I hope you like it more than I do here. I'm Tae. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers in Taya. Yeah, I'm just worried about my mom. She gets sad all the time, and I just want to help. She's been that way since my dad died. Only, she doesn't like me talking about other people. But you know what? Maybe you should talk to her? She says she doesn't get to talk to too many other adults much. Maybe talking to her'd help. I don't know. It's worth a shot, though. Nah, there's no school in Sidonia. My mom says it's because everything's so packed, but also, there's almost no kids here either, so it doesn't make sense to have one. Instead, we learn remotely. It's cool, I guess, but, like, my friend Renee is fun to hang out with and all, but I think she probably feels the same way. Later then.
Ugh. Don't tell me my son Tai invited another stranger to come talk. That boy means well, but he's gonna drive me crazy. Gotta hand it to him. He's got his ways of looking out for me. My son means well, and I know he's just trying to look out. My husband, his father, isn't with us anymore. He is. I'm doing my best. Thanks for stopping by to chat. Ugh. That boy means well. Oh, see you.
When I get older, I'm gonna work in the mine. See you around.
All those sad people out there. Wish I could help them, but
thinking about some things. I need to talk to you about.
Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad said not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought... See? Now we're friends! And my parents can't say I'm not allowed to talk to you. Anyway, what do you want to talk? I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music, but when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually, want to help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now. You will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be... Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
This is a courtesy reminder that despite low gravity, a fall into level is still likely to result in injury or death. Please exercise caution near balcony edges.
What's up?
Thought we had struck oil, but it turns out it was just another water deposit. Why?
You got the look of a miner about you. Maybe when the new contracts finally open up, you'll give it a go. Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic undergrounds. I could spare a minute or two to chat. So long as you're not looking for mining work. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah.
Unless... maybe you could help me out with a job.
Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get any... See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get... I've got a plan for solving our... Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some more. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Graffiti and other street art is not tolerated per Sidonia City Ordinance 5.82. Failure to comply with this ordinance will result in fines not exceeding 5,000 credits or 100 hours community service.
Okay, I can see you're serious about helping me. Great. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our Director of Mining Operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval. Now hold on, it's not that easy. You'll need to apply for it like anyone. Head to the Deimos Star Yards office up in orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted.
This is going to involve paperwork, and I have to let you know that suddenly my hands are just useless. Exploring the galaxy is hard work. Trust me, I know. Stop by sometime and let's talk. Just us adventurers, okay?
People call me a brand loyalist, but I feel like I just have good taste.
I just wanted to say thanks for the daring rescue back there. I had plans for Matsura, of course, but I appreciate the backup. It's good to be part of a team, isn't it? To be part of something so much bigger than any one of us. So many things can go wrong out there. Working with people you can trust is important. And that's why I've been in Constellation so long. It's good to have people who will help out when you're in a jam. Just wait till we get matching shirts and start having official cookie. I'm guessing gourmet chunks days are out of the question then. Don't worry, I'm just joking. Constellation is so much more than that. Speaking of which, I'm glad you joined Constellation. Just figured I'd mention it, since we haven't had much time to chat before. You know, being a member of Constellation has given me a lot of opportunities, and it's hard to imagine just who I'd be had I never joined up. I would have never done so many things, met so many people, and I never would have met Irvin. Or Lo. Irvin Madani was my husband. He was also a brilliant biologist who joined Constellation a couple of years before me. Yeah, he's gone now. I remember his bright smiles when I returned from my trips. Wow, more brilliant than any star. The war happened. He was caught in the crossfire between the UC and the Freestar Collective. It was right after he finished a job on Gagarin. Some terrible job, I don't remember. That's kind of you to ask. People used to say that we were polar opposites. He was quiet and shy, they said. He was just that way around everyone else. It's not you, Captain. It's just been on my mind. I can't say why. Irvin's been gone for over 20 years. Strange how memories can pop up when you least expect it. Yeah, don't worry. Logically, I know I should be over it. But I'm not, and it's gotten worse lately. I've ignored my feelings about Irvin's death since it happened. It's time for me to confront it. I'm just fortunate that Constellation has been a supporting home for me since Irvin died. I mean, where else would I get to dodge space pirates and discover... On that note, I think I'd do well to distract myself with a little adventure. Anything I can help you with, Captain? See you later. It always feels like I'm on some sort of vacation when I'm here. We could get food at a restaurant like fancy people if you want.
We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do. Well, that's what I'm here for. Let's see what we're dealing. Not a thing wrong with you. You're not trying to pull my...
Hello, sticky fingers. Excuse him. Alrighty.
Best watch your pockets around me. Just say.
No loitering, okay? I don't have the patience for it.
Don't mind me. Just... Oh, Henrik is an old friend of mine. But I don't just loiter around. I'm involved. Maybe a little, but that's better than all the noise and attention topside. Stay out of trouble.
Can't say I'll have what you need, but you're welcome to look. Ain't much. Stop by anytime.
We run a number of social programs, from financial aid to food banks. We started as an intellectual movement built around atheism. As our numbers increased, we began focusing on humanitarian efforts and showing what humanity can achieve when we work together. We don't exactly pass around an offering plate, if that's what you're asking. But we do run mostly on donations. And as you might have guessed from the surroundings, good luck out there.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand? No causing trouble. No real menus to speak of, but I'm happy to get you something.
Always nice to see a fresh face around you. You stop in whenever you about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while. I'm massive. I can't be in two places at once. And Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can con-
People joke.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch.
It's like I'm walking under ladders with a broken mirror in my pocket. And the only time it happens is when I'm wearing your boots.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
I want a damn refund.
Fine, fine. I'll take the boots back. Just don't tell anyone you bought them from here.
Jake's is a good place to make contacts. He's got the right amount of boots and the right
Again
amount
with
of
it.
shoes.
Take your time. I got all day. Take your time. Hey, take it easy. Personally, I think Dale. Absolutely. You need something else? I'll be here. All this stuff is legit. Absolutely. Watch your back out there.
That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry. Junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right? You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet. Until all those circuits are powered down. Thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways. So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is I have to go in there, but I really, really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure. Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well...
Mess with me and I'll serve you my famous knuckle sandwich. Scared, aren't ya?
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. Fly around like they own the set. Yeah. Evening, sir.
Visit from Mast.
Trade Authority seems to be doing just fine for themselves, unsurprisingly.
I suppose you're here with her. Of course, of course. The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
Oh, you know that. Because I've been in here 3 times. Okay.
Yes,
I can do this.
Of course you are. And was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it. And now I can prove it.
I'm sorry. What?
We traced the drain. Checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back. If you're here to make unfounded allegations, it seems you'll have to get in line.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or...
Relax. She's not going to want to get blood all over this nice, clean floor.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay? Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I'd do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed... electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and I've been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this sooner. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs, but I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
There's a junction box on the building's exterior. I'm not sure why she knows that.
One never knows when information might be useful.
Okay, well, we're going to discuss that later. I'll check in once you flip the switch. Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
That didn't take long at all.
I think I could live on coffee if I had to.
They drive a pretty hard bargain for new recruits. I certainly couldn't say no.
So you tracked it down. You've got something to show for it? Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this. Maybe someone thought they could hack into Galabank's system. In fact, it looks like maybe they did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with this, Zoe?
My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is.
All right. Well, I'll have some people look over this. Maybe they'll be in touch.
I very much doubt that.
See you around.
Star Collective, please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. That's all we need. You're cleared for landing at Aquila City.
So, Miss Stay Up Late reading under the covers. Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only works because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Coe and where his stargazing landed him.
no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it
So you tracked it down? Great. I'll get this back. I'm not stupid, and I'm really glad. Hi there.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're going to do a quick scan for contraband and you can be on your way. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Dad, do you think Solomon Coe would have liked me?
Sure. Everybody likes you, don't they?
Do you think he would have liked you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa, Solomon Coe would have given me a good...
Beginning landing cycle.
But I think... I want to.
Yes.
Can I help? I'm glad you're back. Let's get moving.
Sarah! Sarah, good to see you again, my dear friend. I expect to hear some exciting tales when you two return.
I'll try, but I doubt any of them will compare to the spectacular tales that we hear you spin.
What's new?
Is mining on the schedule today?
With the wealth planted in the middle, and the poor.
Good day, Captain. Hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle. How can I be of assistance? I will see you at a later time.
That's not a problem. And you're spring. for the new reactor? It's still under manufacturer's warranty. Hey, what can I do for you? I'm sure you can find something you like. I'm sure you can find...
Yes. Can I get
Some
an
work done?
invoice?
What'd you need one of those for?
Corporate policy.
Is it okay if I just write it on a notepad?
a loaf of bread.
Hold it.
Sam has told
By
me
order
so
of Marshal
many
Daniel
stories
Blake,
about
I need to
Attività
inform
City.
you, we've got some trouble at Gal Bank.
I feel as though I've
Folks
lived
might be
here
in danger,
all my
so
life.
you may want to steer clear. I guess that'd be the Marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate. Maybe a little outside help would do some good.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss. Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like you were being pulled across the entire galaxy? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor. Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back. Aja Mamasa. She was the youngest member of Constellation when it was founded. Only took her 15 years to reach chair. Sorry, I sometimes get so caught up in my own bubble, I forget that I wasn't the first. Well, there's no reason to be jealous. They were just, I don't know, different times. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege. Now that you mention it, you're probably right. Either way, we logged quite a few interesting discoveries together. Honestly, it wasn't so much what Aja and I discovered in our travels. It was the journey that was memorable. Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly. I respected her, and I considered her a dear friend, but we weren't in love. Had that been true, I would have resigned my post and moved to Parima 2 instead of remaining at Constellation. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions. Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you. I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time. I have to go. Something you need? Fine by me. Exploration is my entire life. I consider it both a career and recreation. That being said, I will make a confession, but you have to promise to keep it between us. Before I graduated from school, I was in a band. And no, I don't mean the school band. We called ourselves Ironic Comet. A ridiculous name, I know. But we were just a bunch of teenagers getting together and having fun. And before you ask, no, I wasn't the lead singer. I actually played the drums. The band never really went anywhere, of course, but those were good times, and I remember them fondly. My parents considered themselves to be enlightened, but their lives were so busy they rarely pursued their beliefs. By the time I was old enough to start questioning these things, the idea of following any organized religion was almost an afterthought. It's not that I don't want to believe in anything, it's that my scientific mind is often at odds with my spiritual center. Having been out there, in the Starfield, seeing all those magnificent wonders with my own eyes, I need answers, not religious theory. I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but don't worry. While we're on this journey together, I fully intend to respect your religious beliefs. You mean, apart from being the chair of Constellation for the past 5 years? Well, let's see. I pride myself with my aptitude for astrodynamics, calculating optimal trajectories for grav jumping. That's been quite useful in the past. And as far as planetary exploration, my area of expertise is botany. So, don't worry. I won't let you eat anything that might put you in the hospital. I'll be here. I'd be happy to carry a few things for you. Goodbye.
Got a freighter coming soon. No time to talk.
You stay where I can see you, Marshal. Everyone stays in front of the building. You got me? If you make a move toward the building, a hostage dies.
Take a look around. I'll say right up front. Feel free to look around.
and maybe we will.
Like who?
Not you, not one of your rangers, and not these city guards neither.
Seems we've got a little excitement on our hands.
Sure, Lou. I don't do payment plans or lines of credit, and I don't sell.
Don't make me regret this now.
There's no one the Trackers Alliance can't find.
There are two certainties in this universe. Death and eating at a Chunk's restaurant. And to be honest, death is almost preferable.
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of crime over there.
Thanks for choosing. Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you?
Certainly. Please take your time.
The Rock isn't exactly massed, but as seats of government go, it's still quite an impressive structure.
A carefully prepared system.
My husband's in there. He's...
You need to stand back now. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you. Now please, stand back. I wish I could say you were wrong, but I'm backed into a corner here. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't... They're using the intercom to communicate. They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they... All right, I'm willing to allow that. Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also, there are lives at stake. Find out what they want, and then report back to me.
I sincerely hope you know what you're doing.
You in the bank. I'm sending in a negotiator, so don't shoot.
Hands where I can see him, and don't try nothing. You're the negotiator, huh? If you think you're just gonna walk up here and get us to surrender, you're dead wrong. We'll cooperate when we get what we want. So tell me, stranger, how do I know you're gonna deal straight with us? don't know you, so why should your word mean anything to me? Well, I guess you have a point. I ain't buying it. Yeah? Well, maybe that's just what you want us to think, so we'll give up. Nothing you say is gonna change my mind, so let's just move on. They talk too damn much. Complain about everything. But as much as we'd like to, none of us has shot one yet. We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the hostages off somewhere safe in the system. After that, we'll radio back where they are, and the Marshal and his crew can come and get them. But if anybody follows us when we break orbit, we start shooting people. Got it? What, you think we want to stay locked up in here? Hell no! Oh, hell, the Freestar Rangers have got ships. They can give us one of them. This whole damn job's gone wrong. So let's all try to keep our heads, yeah? Because my guys, they're going crazy in here. I don't know how much longer we can last. What do you mean? It's up to the Marshal to make sure the hostages don't get hurt. I know. I'm not disagreeing with that. Marshal might take us down, but we'll take down some of his on the way. I promise you that. Nah, it's too late to back out now. We're seeing this through. You go tell the Marshal to get that ship ready so we can all walk away from this thing without anybody getting hurt.
Security around here is a joke. I heard every word. He's talking too loud. All that fear and exhaustion are taking a toll. That puts us in a very precarious... I appreciate your idealism, but there were only ever two ways this... You've already ruled out one of them, so that leaves us with only one option. Problem is, they're keeping me and the guards in sight. If we try to move against them... You'd be willing to do that? You've got guts, that's for damn sure. I can't deny that you're right, though. They might not see that coming. Now, I see two ways we can play this. You could ask to see the hostages. Once you're inside, you can make it if you're quick. I think you can take them out before they have a chance to respond. But you'll have to shoot to kill. Most of their attention's focused out front here, so they may not be. This key should unlock it.
Hope you're ready to die. You okay?
Give up already.
Thank you so much.
Now, I have two heroes, Solomon Coe and you. We owe you everything.
That was incredibly brave of you.
I heard the fight. The hostages. That's good to hear. Those people aren't just citizens of the Freestar Collective. They're like family. We all are. As for the Shaw gang, we'll grieve for them too. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
We'll take it from here.
Simone, baby.
Marco! They didn't hurt you, did they?
It's okay. I'm okay. I just need...
Oh, you can really feel this gravity tugging at your guts, can't you?
Aquila's one of the oldest cities in settled systems.
Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. How may I serve you?
You meet all sorts in Aquila City.
And you're breathing? Back to normal yet?
Mostly. Still feels a little weird, though. Guess I'm not used to having the tube out. But it's nothing that would keep me from getting back out there.
I need to give it more
time. You're probably looking for Mary. Fine. You should know that I'm crawling the walls in here.
You just take it easy. Shouldn't be long.
Well, hey there.
If you're hurt
Hiya.
or need medical supplies, then you came to the right place. Otherwise, maybe move along.
Got into a tussle with a Shaw gang smuggling ship in Kodos orbit. Had to limp back to Aquila City, with my ride mostly in one piece. It was a bit of a hard landing, you might say. Got a few broken ribs, and turns out one of those ribs punctured a lung. Had a breathing tube in for a spell, but that's gone now. Seems I'm here. Yeah, of course. Everyone knows a thorologic tube is... Right now, not much of anything. Doc says I need a rest. Meanwhile, I've been trying to make myself useful, reading dispatch. That way, when I'm cleared for field duty, I'll know the lay of the land.
You get in a scrape, best come see me after. Stay safe. I mean it.
You should try Bill Burton's beer. It's brewed in the city.
Interesting.
Oh, come on,
really
Alex.
the heart
That's
of
just how
Restart
she
Collective.
is. And besides, you knew that going in. You need to find some common ground. Showing
Welcome to the Rock, I guess. Better this than being some dust wrangler.
Not everyone gets to say they work at the Rock.
Let's be certain to stock up on some extra ammunition before we explore the wilderness around the city. You okay? That was a hell of a jump.
Amira Wolf at the Low House could really use someone helpful like you. After the job you did with the bag.
The House of Enlightenment is a place of rest and reflection. Welcome. We are united in a great fellowship. I'm asked this question more than any other. I'll do my... While we're different individuals, you and I are also members of a common... It's those bonds that make our growth and evolution as a people possible. Together, we can share our burdens, learn from one another. There's more to it, of course, but... I'm asked this question more than any other. I'll do my... While we're different individuals, you and I are also members of... It's those... together. It was nice visiting with you.
I'm just saying, my family.
Nice job.
Ask anyone. Midtown Minerals, welcome to the best mineral dealer in town. Ready to... This is what I've got at the moment.
UC can't be that bad, can it?
There's not enough to...
The Settled Systems News Network. News
Shaw
you
Gang's
can
gone
trust.
too far this time.
So you want to come here for a half day? Full day?
A half day. I talked with Miss Kessler and she...
I have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself. Hi! Please feel free to have a look around. It's the reason I started this place. That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late. Most in the collective aren't overly fond of MAST or the UC in general. I tend to share that sentiment. Lost a cousin in the colony war, you know. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized, nor particularly inclined, to release any that includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying. Welcome to the Coe Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well. There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally, but I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago, and those documents would be priceless to have here. Well, all of them were owned by our city's founder, Solomon Coe. He's more than that, really. He's one of the greatest heroes of the set. These documents would be, like I said, priceless to the museum and to... Their absence pains me. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it. Thank you. Think of the future generations that could benefit from seeing such important history. Most people know Solomon Coe as the founder of Aquila City and the father of the Freestar Collective. He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes in the stars. The bravery and heroism it took to save humanity. Whew, goosebumps. During the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world. He named our star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Aquila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Aquila City. And Aquila City was founded over 150 years ago by Solomon Coe, a scientist and explorer from Earth. Along with other settlers, Coe built the structures you see in the part of the city we call the core. Those proud buildings still stand today. The planet was dangerous, so they built a wall around their settlement. Eventually, they ran out of space and started building outside. There were so many buildings that they had to build another, larger wall, forming a second. Of course, the city didn't stop growing, and before long, the third wall, the outer wall you see today, Today, Aquila City is the proud capital of the Freestar Collective, and the Council of Governors continues to meet here when they need to. Very well. People are proud of their history here, so we get more visitors than I was expecting. So it gets pretty busy here, especially with school field trips. I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question. I guess I don't want to impede anything important. Handing over that branch is starting to look pretty good. I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
The museum is... If you're tired of the same routine, Enhance can make you a whole new person.
People joke. Say those Varun zealots worship a snake.
Okay, let's all just take a breath here. We all want to protect people from the Ashta. We're on the same side here.
The hell with that. This ain't the way things are done, and that's the end of it.
With due respect, I have repeatedly explained that I do not need permission. I came to you in the spirit of cooperation, but if this is the reaction...
20 years. We've done this my way, and it has always worked. Always! Why are you trying to fix something that ain't broke?
Mr. Wilson, we can deal with the Ashta better, safer. We didn't turn down fire or a space flight because we managed just fine until that point.
I will not be talked down to like this.
Okay. Miss Alpin, please don't take any further action until we've had some time to think this over. All right?
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashta.
Friend, I gotta confess, I'm not much in the mood for conversation. I know, I shouldn't let that woman get up under my skin, but, well, I can't seem to help it. Not a shred of awareness in her. It's shocking is what it is. Look, this ain't New Atlantis. It ain't all flowers and... These walls around us, they're here for a damn good reason. I've trained the guards here. We get it wrong, we not watching all the time, then the Ashta kill innocent people. So when someone struts into town with their untested ideas on how to do things better than those of us who dedicated our lives, how could I not? People in this city put their trust in me to keep them all safe. Look, this is getting my blood pressure up talking about this so damn. Otherwise, I suggest you leave defending this city to the people who spent their lives doing it.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet.
Ashtar are sometimes spotted by the farms. That's why we only use robots outside the walls.
My brother-in-law just got back from 2 weeks in Paradiso. Place looked amazing, but if I have to look at one more vacation photo, I'm gonna clean his clock.
People around here think we own the kilo. They're wrong.
I know your type. Freewheeling space ace?
You should... Anything I can help you with?
Let's get out there.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authority? Sure, have at it. I'm sure you can find something.
Captain, greetings.
All right, let's get this crate into space.
Pressure holding. Takeoff is good. Retros firing. Orbit stabilized.
Painful memories or not, it's good to be home.
I hope Aquila City has what we need. Have you paid a visit to Miss Castler in Aquila City? Yes, yes, of course. I'll see that it is returned to her in one piece. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this. Right, so we'll feed in a sample. Now the program will incorporate the genetic and chemical...
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
There it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess. So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it. Oh, I'm quite certain you couldn't achieve the necessary register. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, I have no doubt that you will.
One day, I'm gonna leave.
Always good to see another badge.
You can't go in. Just if you ever.
I bet whoever came up with bad news travels. Fast wasn't taking interstellar distances into account.
Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man.
That neon fella. I missed it. How'd it go?
Hi.
Brightest of today, future tomorrow. Submit your application now. The nearest.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that word. I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review and certainly I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend and you. You have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis.
Mark my words. Someday, I'll be running the Office of Interstellar Affairs.
Tech stock rallied in aftermarket trading to new highs. On the surprising news of record profits for their latest fiscal quarter.
Need some work done? Hey, what can I do for you? Just check out the Trade Authority kiosk next to my booth. Otherwise, there's Jemison Mercantile further in. I'm sure you can find something you'll... I'm sure you can find something.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Get this shit moving.
Good to see you.
Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady. Jump. Nice work.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband.
To go for that.
Greetings, Captain.
It is pleasant to see you. Good day, Captain.
Zeroing in on anything useful?